What's cracking with it? It's your boy JV from Minnesota, and you're now tuned in to Dusty Vision TV, baby.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace.
Dusty Vision TV. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please tell a friend about my show. Let's light up this dro and get this party started. On the line, repping St. Paul, Minnesota. Also repping Attack the Movement. I have Vonnie Loke, a.k.a. JV from MN. What up, dude?
What's going on, man? What's going on with it?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Appreciate you joining the program, man.
For sure, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Enjoy your music, dog. I definitely want to give you a chance to promote it later on in the show because I think my audience would enjoy it as well. But yeah, let's take it all the way back, man. I want to talk a little bit about your life. I want to talk some hip hop stories that have happened, as of late, and get your opinion on it. So we'll jump right into it. So you're from St. Paul, right?
Correct. I'm from St. Paul, from the west side of St. Paul to be exact. But yeah, I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Okay. And we always hear, St. Paul and Minneapolis, with the slash in between. What's the difference, if there is any, between St. Paul and Minneapolis?
Man, it actually is a big difference, man. St. Paul is a little bit more smaller than Minneapolis, but it get active at times and shit. But I'm sorry, I don't mean to swear.
Oh, you could cuss. Yeah, it's all good. Don't even trip.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it get active. But Minneapolis is a little bit bigger. Got a lot of venues out there, a lot of clubs, things you can do, shopping, and a whole bunch. There's always something going on. So, but yeah, St. Paul is the capital. Minneapolis is bigger, but it get cracking out in St. Paul too, though.
Okay. Now that this whole George Floyd situation, is behind us, what's the whole vibe like in the Twin Cities?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. As of lately, man, ever since that transpired, man, it's like the whole city's just been a little bit turned up.
That's what I heard.
It used to be slow. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a little bit. It's like they're a little bit more active now in the city. You know what I'm saying? From people to businesses, it's like everybody's active now.
And active, you mean like gang, like violence is on the rise type shit?
Include that, you know what I'm saying? So like businesses is booming, so like people getting on their grind, people getting to work, but at the same time, like the crime rate is climbing too, though.
Okay, I prefer the other active, the getting back to business type active. So that's dope.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's good. And did you grow up on the west side of St. Paul?
I did. I grew up a little bit all over. You know what I'm saying? I got family on the east side, and I just grew up on the west side, and that's just how it developed. But like I said, I grew up a little bit all over, but most definitely the west side. That's what I represent.
Okay. And what was your upbringing like? Was mom around, dad around?
I grew up single mother household.
Yeah.
My father, he was shot and killed about when I was about 3 years old, man. And it was tough. He go by Ronnie Smaller, but he also rapped too. He was doing his thing, man. His name was Mad Ron. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I'm not sure. A lot of people in St. Paul, Minnesota know about him, but yeah.
That's dope.
He was killed, unfortunately. So I was raised from my mom, Darnella Wade, man. That's my mom. And ever since then, she did her best with me, man. And, this is how it turned out.
Damn, dog. Sorry to hear about that, man. I know that was a life changer. At 3 years old, you remember shit. So
most definitely.
Yeah, damn, man. But did he hopefully leave behind any music that you still get to check out, even if it was like on tape or anything?
Actually, he didn't leave. He didn't record nothing himself yet because he was kind of a shy guy, but he had skills. But actually, a fun fact, he did write the whole album to Rigor Mortis. Rigor Mortis is a St. Paul based album that's from my cousin. His name is DMG, Detrimental Gangster, and my dad Matt Ryan wrote that whole album, and it's called Rigor Mortis. That's what it's called and shit. So my dad wrote that album. He used to do business with Scarface, and he used to chop it up with Ice Cube. So my dad was gonna do big things until he unfortunately got killed. But other than that, he ain't got his own music.
Okay. Well, that's dope that he left some sort of imprint, and you do music too, so he left that legacy with you, and that part of it is dope. I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Let's talk a little bit about St. Paul, because I'm always, I live in LA. I was born and raised here in LA, and I'm always fascinated, by how gangs spread across the country. To the best of your knowledge, who were some of the gangs that were around before Crips and Bloods even made it to St. Paul?
And to the best of my knowledge, I say I seen a lot of GDs. I seen a lot of GDs before I seen any Bloods or any Crips. I just seen a lot of GDs, including some of my family members. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was just surrounded by a bunch of GDs. That's all I really seen. And before I got involved in anything else, I seen that, and I was just kind of like, it still kind of made me like, nah, I ain't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I like how they was unified, but it's just something. You know, I've seen all the drama and shit. And I was just like, you know, that ain't the route that I want to go. That way specifically, but yeah, that's what I grew up around. I've seen a lot of GDs, man.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Midwest.
Yeah.
And once again, to the best of your knowledge, you know, if you don't know, it's all good. But you know, to the best of your knowledge, how did you know the Midwest gangs take to Crips and Bloods popping up in their territory?
Actually, I mean, I say I seen a lot of, before I seen like actually like black folks, you know, banging and shit. I seen it was the Cambodians and, you know, the Asians that was actually banging.
Oh, really?
Where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I kind of like I said, it was GDs at first. The black folks were GDs, and then when I started seeing like the Crips and Bloods, it was the Asian homie.
Huh.
So I'm seeing them doing their thing. So they kind of just migrated in like kind of casually, you know what I'm saying? They kind of already been there, but they were kind of like behind the scenes type doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They've been there for a while, but like I said, they wasn't really as like potent as GDs was. But then after a while, like the rush came, you start seeing the Asian Bloods, then you start seeing the Asian Crips, and then you just start seeing, you know, niggas just saying they Crips and they Bloods, and it's just the Hispanics, and then it spread, and then it kind of just gradually snowballed into that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't expect that answer about the Asians, but that's very interesting. I'm gonna have to look more into that because I have a couple friends from Minnesota, so yeah, I'm gonna get some background on that. I appreciate that, dog.
Told her I loved her. The records. I told her I loved her. But the records started skipping. The records started skipping. And she told me I was tripping. She said she wanna see the city, but she don't wanna ride the city bus. Because she's new to the town, naive eyes look for truth, the ears are lost in the sound. Brains are lost in the cloud, dead from all of the smoke. That's the reason why the ostrich hides its head in the ground. That's the reason why the monster even puts on a mask. And we turn the city green to blend in with the grass. The city scene made a crash, I fell in love with it twice. Had to tell her goodbye cause she fell in love with the night. I couldn't keep up, I tried to bring it down from the sky, but the clouds were so nice that she took a nap for a while. And when she woke up, I finally had a kid and a lady. Bone told me he saw her the other day with the baby. Ain't life crazy? I think about it once in a while when it's cloudy outside and the sun goes.
None of these drugs do what they supposed to. Yeah. And what's the point of hurting people that you're close to? Yeah. Most of my life I've been following stars, knowing I ain't really had to go that far. Come to find out it's